Hey, hey. Spring LaFay, Simply Tarot. Okay. Special message time. This is for sign of Aquarius. A new one was coming. I just didn't know when. Better late than never, though. Not as late as usual at night, but... Okay. Rainy here. We got our bees set up in their new spot. If you didn't see that video, that's the one family video we've done lately. A honeybee swarm. Okay. I think I want to light a candle. Yeah, there we go. For Aquarius, for Aquarius, for Aquarius, for Aquarius. For Aquarius, please, special message, special message. Okay. You're no longer looking at something. This has to do with your heart. Can you clarify the Page of Swords reversed? You're manifesting what you want. Okay, you haven't been seeing clearly with the Moon reversed, but it's like you are now. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune's here. Things are moving in your life now. For the better. It's like you've cleared something up about that you weren't seeing clearly. And now you are. And you're manifesting. You've been manifesting, it feels like. But you just needed to see something clearly. And you're seeing it now. Okay, that sounds good. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me... Whoops. There it went in the floor. Okay. King of Pentacles. Can you clarify the King of Pentacles, please? The King of Pentacles. I'm just trying to... I'm not feeling if this is you or someone else. Okay. This is someone else. I feel like. This could be you trying to go towards someone, but... For some of you, this is someone else. This is someone that they're in their head about coming towards you to offer you something. Can you tell me more? This could be a soul connection. I feel like they're... You see, there's more guidance going on than people even know, and they're just not realizing it. You know, when I'm drawn to the sound, that's guidance. There's more guidance than people know. Just people are blind to it. They just don't pay attention. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me more? Okay, you are, I feel like, well, basically most people are in hermit mode, but I feel like you're taking advantage of that and you're working on you. You're preparing yourself for something, it feels like. So it's like if this isn't you, you're going towards someone they're working on themselves. They're thinking of themselves right now, it feels like. Or someone's coming towards you that this may be someone you're talking to or someone that's in your life somehow. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me more? Can you tell me more? Okay. Okay. The reversal. Whoops. Okay. Can you clarify the Hermit? Can you clarify? Okay. It feels like there was some... Okay. You may have thought you were struck by Cupid's arrows just to find that right here you weren't seeing clearly. Whomever this is, that's what it was. And it feels like there's been communication, and it's like you have seen the light. It's like you're seeing the light, because I'm drawn to the star. You're seeing the truth, because I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, which is Truth of Swords. That one wants to come out. Yeah. See, it's like you had offered your cup to someone and you're turning your back on it. You're turning your back on it. You're thinking about yourself. And, you know, in doing so, it's like you do have someone, either you're... It feels like you're in communication with this person. And they're fond of you. I feel, yes. There's... See, we was talking about this person being fond of you. It's almost like you stopped them in their tracks. You see how it's like the horse just stops and it's reversed. It's like you put the woes on it, but that person's still here. They're still here. They're showing up in your reading. They're still here. It's almost like they get it. They get that you're going through this, and they're here. It's like there's a caringness to it. But this is dealing with someone else, where you offered your cup and you finally turned your back on whomever it was because you weren't seeing clearly. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me more? And I have more cards coming, so that's good. Six of Pentacles. You know, I feel like you are working on your pentacles. You are, right now, that's your main goal, is stability. And your family, your home. See, it's like looking over the home, and it's also a feeling like I'm getting a sense of happiness with this reading. So I feel like that it's overall, whomever, and this, I feel like it's going to be many, are trying to help the world now. You know, in some way or another. And it feels like it's through love. Spreading love, you know, and helping to raise the vibration of the world so it can heal. Ooh, I'm liking these cards. Can you give me more? Can you tell 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 me more? Do we need to know more? Do we need to know more? Looky there. Okay. 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 You are working hard. But you're not just working hard on your pentacles. You're working hard with your family. I'm seeing this as a child. It's like you are working hard, you know, within the home, and on your finances or stability, you know. And you got the Fool card. That's the new beginning. It's like you have chose, you know, to stand in your truth, because I'm drawn to that sword. In other words, it's almost like you've got to that spot where you know what you want. You're not taking any bull crap. And you figured out something that you figured out how to let go of something you thought you'd never let go of, and it's not burdening you now. That's a beautiful feeling. So it's got a beauty towards it. Feel with it, yeah. And I also, you know, I feel like that many of you felt like there was a truth you needed to know. But once you found within you how to get past this, what was keeping you stuck that had to do with someone else, you found that the truth, the only truth you needed, was within yourself. Their truth no longer affects you. Can you tell me more? What else does Aquarius need to know? What else? What else does Aquarius need to know? What else? Okay. See, this is... Okay. Okay. It feels like this was a soul connection. Six of Cups. You know. And it's like there was distance and there was is lack. And it feels like it was holding you back. And you found out how within you, it's within you, to let go of this connection. It's within you. It really is. And I mean, I truly feel that. To not be bound to it anymore. To feel freedom, a sense of freedom. It's beautiful. And I also feel like this person that's in your life, which you may not have met this person, because all I'm getting is I'm seeing the one card with the computer screen out of, I think it is the 78 Doors deck. So you may not have literally, and plus with what's going on in the world today, you may not have met this person face to face. I feel like this could be a soul connection as well, but I feel like you have learned how to release a soulmate. One that was not for your higher good, that wasn't, you know, even if it was to teach you something. In other words, it wasn't, and that is for your higher good, because you need to learn your lessons, but not to stay in your life is what I meant to say. Yes, I had to clear that up. Yes. So, they weren't meant to be your life partner, it feels like. And, it's like, you see, you've been being guided. But it's like it took you a long time to figure that out. And now that you figured it out, it's like a sense of freedom. It's like, you know, you're no longer having to guard your heart, because it feels like self-love here. You know, you were guarding your heart because you felt this person so strongly, it feels like. You guarded your heart to everyone else that came into your life. But now it feels like, you know, that you are working on you. And you are working on your pentacles. And some of you may be having it rough right now. You know, so you're having it tight with your money, the way things are going, you know, right now. But it feels like that, you know, that's going to change. Yeah, that's going to change. You see, it's like, okay, it's like you've been looking and looking and looking for the Ace of Cups. That, you know, a new beginning with someone. And you kept getting this. It's like a darkness, you know, just, it's like it was just never happening. Because that is within you. Self-love. Loving yourself enough to want more for you. To take better care of you. To want more in the way of a person in your life. You know, it's like you're seeing what you deserve. It's that type of feeling. Like you deserve more than you've been getting. And you see that now. So yeah, I turned this around because I feel like you're finding your peace and you're loving yourself. You see, this is, she's standing up here. I mean, it's, yeah. Do we need any more? Do we need any more? Okay, see, you're making lots of decisions, it feels like, all on your own for yourself. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me more for Aquarius? For Aquarius, please. You need to stay out of your head. Raise your vibration even higher, because I feel like your vibration's up. But you get in your head. Aquarius, you know, we get in our head. You're getting in your head. And I feel like you need to put things out of your head. Definitely. Definitely need to do that. Do we need any more? 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 Okay. It's like you have based your happiness on relationship. And that has caused you, you haven't had self-love in your life. And it feels like you found that because you have learned to release this burden that you have been carrying. You see, that's the Sun card in the reverse. Or basically, the way I'm seeing it, it's the Sun card without the sun. You've not been seeing things from the bright side. You've been seeing them with the moon. That's why the moon is reversed. They're showing me, basically us, you've been all in your head. You've been seeing things not clearly. See here? You got the Tower. But if you look, here the people are. You got this side. It's like something, a mask has came off and you're seeing things clearly now. That could mean that a mask has came off of a person that you were connected with. It could mean that you yourself have taken off a mask because you now see clearly where you weren't seeing clearly before. You weren't having the self-love that you needed to have in your life. See, you were bound to, it feels like wanting relationship. This is having relationship. You see, it's like you may have had plenty of relationships and they end up being more in darkness than in light. That's what I'm feeling. Making a decision, you know, for me, you've been making decisions, but you see here, we have storm clouds. You've been doing it and you've not been seeing clearly. But now the moon is reversed. And it's like you are seeing this situation and your life clearly. And you're on your way to the Ace of Pentacles, basically. That's a new beginning. That's happiness. That's abundance. That's beautiful. It really, really, really is. Okay. Can you tell me more? Can you tell me more for, oh, no, 2 minutes. For Aquarius, please. Okay. Walking away. Walking away feels like from what has been weighing you down, keeping you down. Going to have a new beginning. You got the Fool card. You know, you got the key. And I feel like this is here. Now, some of you may have something that's got to be ended in court. Maybe a divorce or something of that nature, which, you know, nowadays a lot of people don't even worry about getting divorced if they think they're not going to be getting married anytime soon. But I feel like this is here because it's like you're learning to balance everything out. And, you know, you're seeing that you deserve more. You deserve to be blessed. You know, it's that feeling like you deserve. You're worthy of. And that's coming from self-love, it feels like. Can you tell me more? Yeah, see, you're beginning to balance your emotions, your life. You're figuring out ways to balance yourself after you come out of this. Can you tell me more? For Aquarius, please. For Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know? 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 Be a leader, don't be a follower. Lead, don't follow. And I feel like that's got to do with in relationships. You know, learn to lead your own life. If you're a man, be an emperor. If you're a woman, be an empress. You are being guided. You need to look for signs. Synchronicity. You see, it's like you know, that's the Nine of Pentacles. You're looking good right now. And it feels like you're feeling a lot better than you were. I mean, it feels like you're feeling good. Because back here, you wouldn't have been feeling good. You know, it's like you're knowing your worth and your value. You're, you know, you're working on your pentacles. Yeah, as you can see. If you are a parent, it's like you are taking care of your children. You're setting good. Now, here we have the King of Swords. But when I see this king, I think of alone. So it's almost like you are coming to terms, because I'm not seeing this as afraid of being alone. It's like you're at that spot where you're fine alone. And in other words, you're burning the doors. You see the doors on fire, but it's like you're closing the doors to the past. You're done. It's like, and you're letting go of that energy. Even the soul connections that held you, or the soul connection that held you, felt like it held you in bondage. It's all within you. And completely loving yourself. Loving yourself enough to close the door to anyone that is not treating you right, or not giving you. You're raising up your standards, so to speak. Okay. You tell me more. I wanted to come out. Two of Swords. See, you are balancing completely. I'm drawn to the Crown. It's like you found it within you. And if you haven't, you need to. Self-love. King of Water. I feel like this is about your emotions. Learning to balance all that water, all that emotion, and turning, it on yourself. Basically, it's self-love. You're balancing, because you're learning to love yourself first. You're putting yourself first. That's moving you forward. That is moving you forward with the Chariot. I feel like that's when your heart will be ready, after completely healing and loving yourself. That's when you can completely love someone. Now, we got temptation here. So that tells me that there's going to be temptation. It feels like by someone from the past. Someone that you closed the door on. If they didn't treat you right then, they had the chance. I mean, do you think they're going to treat you right now? And you got love. Because it's like you need to be loved. You need to feel love. You need to give love. You need to love yourself and show everyone else how to love themselves by loving yourself. Ace of Fire. Be a light. Love yourself so much that you draw other people to wanting to love themselves. That's really beautiful. Not going to do an extended with this. I'm just going to do, because I feel like everyone needs this, and they haven't led me to do an extended on this, so. Okay. Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. I feel like that's about trusting the magic of yourself, of your self-love, of what love can do in the world, basically. And within yourself. Well, Spirit. Trust the great mystery. Beautiful. Trust the universe. Trust God. Trust a higher power. Give it to them. I wouldn't take one of these, but I feel like I'm supposed to. Yeah, I am. Looky there. Looky there what come out. You deserve love. You are lovable. But that starts with loving yourself. Loving yourself first. So this is what I have for you. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it a thumbs up. And good night. Bye.